You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Chaos Dragon. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. Today's anime review, we get to cover an anime series that only has 12 episodes. For today's anime review is Chaos Dragon. Chaos Dragon is a Japanese media franchise based on the Japanese role-playing game Red Dragon by Makoto Sanda, featuring the characters created by Gen Orobuchi, Kinoko Nasu, Izuki Koguyuoku, Simadoryu, and Ryogo Narita. Yep. This anime series only lasted about 12 episodes from July 12th, 2015 to September 17th, 2015. Yep, this is particularly, once again, a 3-month anime series that only lasted for 12 episodes for like 3 months, between July 2nd, 2015 to September 17th, 2015. Especially for 3 months for this particular anime series. This anime series is directed by Hideaki Tachibana, who is a Japanese writer and director who worked on some anime titles as well, in the majority as well. Yeah. The music is done by Hitoshi Sakimoto, who is known for many of his works on every anime he has worked on, and also video games, as he also did the music, like a whole majority of it, as what you expect. Yep, because, talk about an anime series. An anime television series is titled Chaos Dragon, was produced by Silverlink and Connect, which has aired from July 2015 to September 2015. Anime Lab has secured streaming rights in Australia and New Zealand. The franchise also includes a board game titled Chaos Dragon Hao Shunju, and a role-playing game for the iOS and Android devices titled Chaos Dragon Kanto Senso, which was released 2015, which is how you expected. Yep. So the original network for the anime series, like Chaos Dragon, was aired on Tokyo MX, KBS, BS11, Sun TV, and ATX. Yep. So the plot is basically how about the anime series Chaos Dragon is where the story takes place in Huanli, the year of the dazzling 3015. Danitia and Koran, two countries fighting for supremacy, are causing the world to be torn apart due to the constant war. Amidst the strife is the island country Nil Kamui, which has lost its independence. Red Dragon, the guardian god of Nil Kamui, goes out of control. Will the island country be able to regain its independence? Well, that is the question for this particular anime series. Talk about an anime series like Chaos Dragon, however. Yeah, because this is how you expect for this particular anime series about what it is about Chaos Dragon, and as it was. Because this capsulates over 12 episodes from July 2015 to September 2015. Chaos Dragon was a really good anime. The curses and the powers were interesting. The world was well designed, and the characters and all their different and hidden motives were interesting. So for the plot, however, basically on Chaos Dragon, is basically during the 7-Year War, Nil Kamui was invaded by Kuran di Natia. Its neighboring country defended the war bases. Their troops were dispatched and then vanished and attempt to stay neutral. Even Nil Kamui's guardian deity, Red Dragon, went crazy and destroyed many villages. An almost out of control, destructive part in the process, what you see in Chaos Dragon anime series as well. Yep. In order to protect Nil Kamui, Ibuki gave up the throne and lived a quiet life in an orphanage with his family being dead. He assumed Koran would take over the throne, especially without a beginning war. Unfortunately, Ibuki is chosen as an imperial, and the Red Dragon offers contact with him especially because what you expect seeing in this particular anime series like Red Dragon and protect. And offers a Ibuki can use his powers at but a price. Every time he wishes to use the Red Dragon's power, he must kill someone precious to him. And I noticed the characters in this anime. Ibuki is the future king of Neil Kamui and the child contract for the Red Dragon. I mean, seeing his power required him to kill his friends, it was hard to see his internal struggle between killing one friend to save the others. Most of the characters in this anime just used Ibuki to get their own personal goal. Mashiro is Ibuki's best friend at the orphanage. He loved her with all his heart ever since Ibuki's parents has died when Ibuki's at an orphanage. But unfortunately, Red Dragon forced him to kill her. She was the sacrifice that forged the contract between Ibuki and the Red Dragon. What's even worse, Inori brought her back as a return one, but forced Ibuki to destroy her very soul so Inori would never bring her back to life as well. Iyaka is basically more than known as the Bound One. Bound ones are born with a monster and die alongside it. They usually don't live very long, and most people despise them. She was known as a monster all her life, but Ibuki and Mashiro accepted her for who she was. In order to kill Inori, Ibuki used her as a sacrifice, but the Red Dragon thankfully allowed for her rebirth at this point. So for the rebirth, however, comes at a price. She isn't the same person as before. All of her thoughts and memories have changed, but she is alive. Lu is Koran's assassin, the Koran assassin who has been a part of the expedition to save the Red Dragon. Her ulterior motives were to kill Red Dragon, Ibuki, and the Black Dragon Knights. She wanted to feed their souls to her lord, a demon sword. Anyone who sees this sword is interested by its beauty, and the end of the anime, Lu is chosen by Red Dragon as an Imperial, particularly of how you expect seeing on this particular anime series. Swallow is one of the Black Dragon Knights, but he is the weakest of them all. He was cursed when he was young, and the results of that, every object Swallow uses breaks afterwards. He used this to his advantage, using his power in one strong explosion before it breaks. At the end of the anime, Black Dragon offers to remove Swallow's curse. He refuses. Swallow is the kind of guy who may come off as a little stupid at this point. Yeah, like Swallow, Ulrika, whatever you want to pronounce it, is also a Black Dragon Knight of Natia. She is much stronger. Her fight with Lu, she tries her hardest to distract Lu, sacrificing herself in the end. She was also very smart, using a pain to break Lu's sword's trance. She died for Swallow, but Swallow loved Meryl and not her. He did not even react when Lu threw her head at him at this particular point. For this particular anime series, like Chaos Dragon, at this point. Yep. Gakusho was a Koran general. To get revenge on Kagrava, she was going to destroy the city he occupied. Kagrava used Ibuki and wanted to kill Gakusho. Ika offered her life to him, but Ibuki was thankfully able to reason with Gakusho. She had a great personality and didn't respect any boundaries at this point. She didn't care if you were from Koran, Dinatia, or Neil Kamui. She treated everyone the same up until Gakusho. Most Korans were viewed as savages. But Gakusho tried to avoid killing anyone, which is right after Lu killed Gakusho, Inori, and brought her back to life. Yep. As a returned one. Ibuki was going to use her as a sacrifice to kill Lu, but he was interrupted in this particular anime series. Inori was Ibuki's brother. After witnessing Agito kill her parents, she went crazy. Red Dragon chooses her as an Imperial and gave her the power of revival. She could bring the dead back as return ones or monsters. She was the reason Red Dragon went crazy. Ibuki was forced to kill her using Aika as a sacrifice, this particular anime series, like Chaos Dragon, however, this is the results of satisfactory thing. I mean, for this is basically based on a game one, because particularly for this anime series like Chaos Dragon, however, this will create that they'll stand the test of time, because this is the only results for this particular anime series of what it is about Chaos Dragon, of how you expect particularly. Chaos Dragon was an interesting idea. Talk about it taking a D&D based game called Red Dragon, played by four industrial persons and some dude named Simadoryu Gen Urobuchi of Madoka, Fate Zero, and Psychopass fame. Kino Nasu, creator of the Fate series, and Ryogo Narita, who wrote Bakano and Durara, and Izuki Koguyoku, another author, and turning the story into an anime. While not an original idea, but particularly Record of Lodoss War was the first anime as well, because I think Record of Lodoss War was the popular one. It's still one that could turn an interesting fantasy-style story, replete with dragons, loot, the undead, and fascinating characters who are the extensions of the personalities of their creators. I mean, the artwork and animation, however, a collaborative effort between Silverlink and another studio connect. The art stylings are reminiscent of the ufotable large eyes, and everyone has seen this intensely long cat eye that shows through hair and skinny bodies. The character designs, though, particularly the clothing, of how do you expect for this particular anime series as well. For this particular anime series, I mean, if this was been completed for this particular anime series, I mean, on the other hand, this is particular for how they were adapting from a game into an anime series, kind of like how they originally did with Legend of Himiko, which it all, as well as Sakura Wars, particularly into that'll create it work for that'll particularly like have stand the test of time. But for Chaos Dragon, however, this is a lot more different than the other as well. I mean, the story, however, the first of all, the plot is very simple. It doesn't require an HIQ, and it isn't meaningless. Unlike some people pointed out, it has plenty of unexpected plot twists and meaningless deaths, but nothing special. This indeed isn't the strongest point at this point as it was. I mean, the animation is literally flawless. The opening is perfect, and I even might say is the best animation I have ever seen. Next to Ufotable, it is safe to assume they did put their utmost efforts in animation for this particular anime series. I mean, the enjoyment, unique cast of characters, which the show has kept me entertained from the beginning to end, unlike other ones. I mean, which left some place for the second season. I believe the show truly deserves it. It doesn't need a second season for a particular as it was if it needs a second season at this point. I mean, for overall, for the anime series Chaos Dragon, I find this a fun, enjoyable 12-episode anime series. I mean, it's all Chaos Dragon. It's all right in my opinion, because unlike most animes I really enjoyed, Chaos Dragon was on only has like capsulated over 12 episodes. That is something that is almost what is going on for this particular anime series. I mean, Chaos Dragon is an alright anime series in my opinion. I mean, it didn't have second season at this point, which is if it was. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Chaos Dragon for today's anime review. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts on Chaos Dragon. When I watched Chaos Dragon, I mean, it's been a while since I watched this, because I mean, it's an alright series in my opinion, because I gave this a 5 out of 5, because it's probably a 12-episode anime series that only lasted for 3 months, from July 2015 to September 2015, with only 12 episodes in my... If you haven't seen this anime, check it out. It's been a while since I watched this on Tubi TV. Hope to subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description down below. You can share this video on Twitter, Facebook account, and all social media. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on this video. Feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RoniK95. Feel free to join my channel, especially hit the notifications bell, and keep it otaku for this anime review. And I got another anime review coming at next. What I have here. Stay tuned for my next anime review. I got another anime review coming up, starting with my anime review on Nobunagun. Stay tuned for my next anime review on Nobunagun, because you won't want to miss another anime review.